All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my kitchen. We're going to go over some more kitchen utensils that we have that we're going to be working with while we're in the Foods Labs. So this is what we refer to as being a chinois. It is a fine mesh strainer. Typically we're going to use it when we're straining out soup stocks and sauces. Typically stocks in even broths. It's going to remove some of the fine particles that are in them. This is a food meal. If you recall in the mashed potatoes video, this is what I used to kind of give us smooth mashed potatoes. You put the product in here and you turn it until it starts coming out of the bottom, and it should be a very smooth product. This is my sifter. I use my sifter to incorporate air. I use it to mix dry ingredients together, such as like salt, baking powder, baking soda, and flour. You put in, and then you squeeze, and you should be able to get products out at the bottom with air incorporated. Other sifters have a turn crank. Sometimes you'll also see me use a fine mesh strainer as well as a sifter, but this is the proper sifter. This is what we call a loaf pan. So if we were making homemade bread, if we wanted to do it by a loaf, we would use this pan in order to do this. This flat pan with the elevated ends is a cookie sheet. We would use this when we're baking cookies. Now, some people use a jelly roll pan, and this is a good example of a jelly roll pan. Sometimes referred to as being a sheet pan, S-H-E-E-T pan. Sometimes people use that instead in order to bake their cookies on. And I'm going to move these to the back. Then we have a cooling rack. We use this to cool off our baked goods as they come off out the oven. What I like about this one is it's elevated, so it allows air to circulate around the product for a quicker cooling of the product. So this again is called a cooling rack. Almost like a strainer. The proper name for this is a colander. We use this to remove liquid from large chunks. If we want to have the large chunky items, we would use a colander to do that. 8-inch by 8-inch square pan. We use it for baking. This is what people refer to as being the brownie pan. And these are my very, very old 9-inch round cake pans. I think I've had these for more than 20 years. But these are round cake pans, 9-inch round cake pans. You can also get 8-inch round cake pans as well. And this is what we refer to as being a cupcake pan or a cupcake pan or a muffin pan. Again, there are ones that have different sizes. There's one with a 6, and it makes larger muffins or cupcakes, and then there's one with 12, and they're a lot smaller, and you can make smaller muffins or cupcakes as well. So make sure that you take time to review this video several times, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we will be quizzing on our equipment and our tools, so please make sure you review. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or ask questions in the Google chat about the equipment as we are covering this chapter 3. All right, I look forward to seeing y'all later.